Hello, good morning, Miss and everyone. My name is Riska Amallia. My student registration number is 1930 dan 2019. In this group, my job are editor, make a script, and speaker. Thank you.
Hello, good morning, Miss and everyone. My name is Pamelia Nanda, and my student registration number is 193010201005. Here I will start my job make the content and speaker. Thank you. Let's start this video with talks about how education in the past and now there are different. The major difference between the education in the past with the education today in the use of technology. Why? In the past, students would have to spend hours in libraries looking through books for a project of research. With the hook advance of having the internet at our fingertips, we can change those half or surfing through book into 30 seconds. The major difference that has changed toward the curriculum in the school in teaching students skill instead of content. Another major change within the past 30 years was how the students soak up the knowledge. Another major change, teacher work lecture for hour which has now changed into interactive apps and informal website. For students to use Senior Veronica's Milk Noska, I prefer use website because it is always more fun than sitting at the desk for a whole period and listening to the teacher talks.
Oh, yes, technology is everywhere in today's world, I think. This powerful tool is changing our lives. Education is just beginning to explore the potential technology provides for teaching and learning. And teachers are using technology in classroom more frequently than ever before. And technology is changing teaching and the way students learn. But is it really helping teachers teach better and kids learn better? ICT for vocabulary. As future teachers, we try to find fun and effective ways of learning to increase children's learning outcomes. So for this topic, we will try to present how Kahoot and YouTube applications can be used as games in the current technological era for the learning process.
Kahoot is a game-based learning and trivia platform. What makes Kahoot so great? It is a has used beyond the classroom. It can be used in office and social settings, making it a hit for all guests. This means that some parents may be familiar with Kahoot. As well, Kahoot can be used from any device through the website or the apps, making learning fun and inclusive in all contexts for all ages. Teachers can create multi-choice games related to class content. The student can play as a class by entering the game code on the apps or device. Kahoot offers a multitude of other forms of games related to class content that can make learning fun.
Create a fun learning game we call this Kahoot. The format and number of questions is up to you. Add videos, images, and diagrams to your question to amplify engagement.
So, from the simulation that have been shown, We can say that this application has some strengths and weaknesses. There are the strengths like no course for basic quiz, ease of use even for novice players, engagement and motivation. The gamification effects that has the fun gameplay environment. Kahoot is an appropriate use of smartphones in class. Students look forward to using in Kahoot. This application increases overall participation in English class. It also increases students' enjoyment of the class. Kahoot is useful for addressing students' questions about vocabulary. Kahoot is more effective than other ways of teaching vocabulary. Kahoot is a good way to introduce vocabulary, and this application can use as a preview activity and review activity. Meanwhile, the weaknesses, it's like when the students getting a lot of the wrong answers, then they might not do it the next class. We should thinking about how every student can feel fun when studying about vocabulary. Of course, this learning should be fun with technologies.
In accordance with the topic, Kahoot can be created to create games or quizzes about vocabulary. Simply put, we can make multiple choice that are fun with a funny competitive atmosphere, but also make you relax because they are wrapped in music that doesn't give a tense impression.
Things related to using YouTube as a vocabulary learning medium can be done by creating quizzes through YouTube for kids content, where we can make a quiz like the format fill the blank sentence.
Kids can hear how a word is pronounced by a native speaker, so that in addition to adding new vocabulary, they can practice how to pronounce it too.
Like Kahoot, YouTube also have strengths and weaknesses. The strengths are the ability of students to stop and start, so they can integrate activities with video, good for developing some of the higher level intellectual skills and some of the more practical skills needed in a digital age, and it is easy to access for students. They can hear the pronunciations directly from native speaker. Like other applications that have weaknesses, here are some of the weaknesses from YouTube. Like students often reject the video that used for vocabulary. YouTube can be distracting for students because they can access other things than the vocabulary material. Some content in videos may not suitable for the age group. Videos often have advertisement. We should have an internet connection to access it, and others.
So the conclusion is from the previous review we can see that now there are a lot of media that can be used as from learning material for students.
Besides not making students feel afraid while studying, learning by raising these quizzes can increase children's comprehension and other benefits, and also, of course, increase their vocabulary.